We're officially less than a week out from Thanksgiving, and if you're in charge of bringing dessert, you don't have to look far for a crowd pleaser. The Butter 10 has you covered. Owner and chef Alicia Hines is here to tell us more. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Cece.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks know you guys for your great breakfast and lunch. You also have in-store like baked goods, but now you're kind of taking the frozen route. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, during COVID actually is when we took the pivot to go into grocery stores because our restaurants were closed down, and it just was our silver lining is to see, you know, our brand growing into grocery now as well. So yeah, if you can't get a pie, currently most of the order forms are shut down now. You know, people need to start making and ordering the ingredients and everything, but you can always find our pies, our cinnamon rolls, dinner rolls, and everything in your local grocery store.
I love that, especially for procrastinators like me who are like, oh, I just need to grab something for the table really quickly.
Yes, you're not the only one, believe me.
So what I like about the Butter 10 too is these are just all real ingredients. Talk about that.
Yes, this is what I love so much about this product in the grocery store, because I feel like it's so different in comparison to the other things that you find in the frozen dessert section. Everything that I never change my recipe from what we make in the bakery to what you can find in the grocery store. So if you were to look here on the back at all of these ingredients, you can see this is it. Right here, this is our apple pie, and what shines, the first ingredient is always the most plentiful in the pie, and it's apples. Yeah, and it's weird, but you can't find that in other pies in the frozen section. It's usually sugar or, you know, something modified, something, you know. Ours is apples, and this is literally the ingredients that you would use to make a pie at home. That is what this is. The only preservative in here is freezing it.
Okay, yeah, and you said that really just preserves it.
Yeah, freezing is really the preservative. Of course, you can think of a fat like butter is in the pie. Butter is a preservative as well, but there's no unnatural preservatives. And really, freezing it is really good for the crust. When you pop a cold crust in the oven, it's what makes it super flaky.
Okay, I like that. So, I mean, where can we find the pies? I know you said grocery stores, but are there specific ones?
Yeah, so they are in Whole Foods, Lunds & Byerly's, Kowalski's, Jerry's, some Cubs, some Hy-Vee's, just about any place that you can think of these days. Every store has a different selection though, so you'll probably want to call them to make sure that they have which one you're looking for. But it's so simple. This is what it looks like when you take it out of the box, and then once you bake it, just an hour later, you have this beautiful, flaky, delicious apple pie.
And Ben came right on time.
So I guess you want to try one, right?
Serving out some stuff. Yes, we got to try it. So
let's cut into this.
Do you take this out? Is there any like thawing time, or do you just take it right from the freezer and put it right in the oven?
Right from the freezer into the oven. But you never want to cut a pie straight out of the oven because all of the juices and everything, there's still, you know, the butter is still melted and everything. So you just want to wait for about an hour and let it cool before you cut into it, just so all of the butter and all of the spices and everything don't run out.
So while everyone's eating.
Yes,
the pie.
Yes, exactly.
I like how generous you're being with our pie.
I know. I thought I better make it big because the first slice is always the hardest to get out.
Well, I think we could share the one plate right now.
Here we go. Look at all those apples.
Ooh, look, so the main ingredient really is apples.
It really is. Yeah.
Well,
you can see how juicy that is.
All right, here we go.
And also, what I love about our apple pie is that the apple slices are still there, right? They're not crunchy, but you can still taste them. It's not like applesauce, inside of a pie.
Amazing. Thank you so much for bringing this.
Yeah.
You can also check out the Butter 10 any day of the week at their 7th Street East location in St. Paul or the Northeast Minneapolis location on Northeast Marshall Street. We have more info at KARE11.com/news.
This is so good.